So, dude, like maybe this is a controversial topic, but I was pretty interested. Uh, I'm interested to ask you about when you were with my buddy Ethan.
Yeah.
And you had to have told ghost stories for the H3 podcast. Did they have you do
Yeah,
that?
yeah, we told ghost stories.
Yeah.
And Ethan just he said he just, I guess this was like yesterday or the day before, he said he was sad because we don't talk anymore.
Oh, yeah?
And it's so funny you mention him. I just got his number back again, so I'm going to text him tonight. He's an incredible guy, and Hila's the most amazing person.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I fucking love that dude, man. So if I get the story correctly, correct me if I'm wrong. You're hanging out with Ethan, and like you guys are talking about Jake Paul, and then you just come up with this idea. Oh, it'll be funny. I'll go on Jake Paul's like website and buy some of his merch.
Yeah. I wanted the merch. It was good. It was like a God church.
It was a cool.
Selling like a God church.
Right. That was his lyric. Jake Paul had a rap song at the time. I remember this now.
Yeah.
Right.
And he
He
was
said,
selling merch like a God church.
yeah.
Oh, got it.
But you know what a God church is. It's like
What?
a church of God. So
As opposed to
like another kind of church.
Church is chicken.
right.
That's the only other kind.
But this one's about God.
It's not
Right.
a chicken church.
Right. Okay. So not the chicken church. Okay. And so presumably the podcast with Ethan goes out. So Jake Paul is aware that you have now purchased merch
Maybe so.
from his website.
I think maybe, yeah. This is probably how it happened.
Right. So then Jake Paul goes into his like orders, whatever, and he manages to figure out which order was actually yours.
Right.
So now he has your home address.
Right.
And then he decides now I'm gonna make a video where I personally deliver the merch that Post Malone ordered from my website to Post Malone's house myself, and I'm gonna videotape the whole thing so that when I put out the video, I have now like released to the world exactly where Post Malone lives. So he essentially doxed you.
Yeah, well, I mean, and I'm sitting there playing fucking games. Someone knocks on the door. I'm like, who the fuck is that? And you open up the door, and it's Jake fucking Paul there.
And he's got the
With
footage
merch.
of you opening up the door.
Yeah. And here's the whole thing. I don't know necessarily, but I had a talk with him, and like we talked about that whole thing. Like I don't remember where we were, but he was there, and then
After the fact, like
this is after the fact, and we talked about the whole thing, and it was just like that wasn't cool, and he's like, yeah, I know that wasn't cool, but I. As of now, whatever the fuck is going on or whatever, but we're on